Hi there. Hi there. I'm Sandy Rufo. I'm the creator of the Magdalene Method and the co-founder of the Magdalene Rising Collective and Magdalene Network. I'm writing a book about Mary Magdalene's lost gospel and the way I believe it gives us real practical map for awakening. For most of my life, I knew the version of Mary Magdalene that most of us were given, the sinner, prostitute, forgiven woman. And then I found her gospel and everything changed. What I discovered was not a fallen woman. She was a teacher, a visionary, a woman who understood Jesus's message on a level that others did not, and who left behind a teaching that feels incredibly relevant for women today. The book is called The Magdalene Method, and it's built around the seven powers in Mary's gospel, also have been referred to as the seven demons. And they're based on the seven deadly sins. I look at those powers not as ancient ideas locked in a text, but as patterns we still live inside of now. The ways we disconnect from our bodies, we silence our inner knowing, we hand over our authority, and we perform versions of ourselves that are smaller than who we really are. What inspired me to write this was my own collapse. In 2021, after a serious health crisis and a long COVID, my body just basically stopped cooperating with the life I had built. Everything that I thought I was starting just started falling apart. And in the middle of that, Mary's gospel found me. I didn't go looking for this work. I really felt it. It came to me and it got me. And once I saw this map, I could recognize the patterns in all different areas in psychology, in theology, in neuroscience. I just went crazy researching this and started seeing the patterns everywhere. And once I saw the map, I couldn't unsee it. I could see it in my own life, in the women I had worked with for almost 20 years as a body positive photographer, and now in the women gathering inside the Magdalene community. That's what I feel qualified to write this book. Not because I'm a theologian, because I'm not, but because I've lived this material. I studied it deeply. I taught it. I still teach it. I built a method from it. I watched women respond to it in real time, and I walked this path myself. The book weaves together my personal story, Mary Magdalene's history, the Gospel of Mary, trauma, nervous system work, and practical soul voice activation at the end of each chapter. My hope is that readers don't just learn something new about Mary Magdalene. I hope they begin to recognize something true about themselves. Because this book is not only about Mary being erased, it's about all of us being erased. And Mary's gospel, it gives us a way back to ourselves, to our inner authority. I've already started building a platform around this work through the Magdalene Rising Collective, our school community, courses, Substack, podcast, summit, and live circles. Across those spaces, we're reaching thousands of people who are already hungry for this conversation. Thank you so much for considering my proposal. I would be honored to bring the Magdalene Method to a wider audience.